me to put my phone up to charge, guys. Hold on. Come on. Hello, sorry. I had to put my phone up to charge. My animals have the zoomies, so bear with me. It's been a while since I did one of these, isn't it? Can you hear me all right? I need to replace this mic. I haven't had time to do it. Hopefully, we'll have time on the weekend. I'll find some time on the weekend. And if my face is looking super shiny, I had a facial today. So this is why. So we have a Jeb, who is a member. A Jeb, thank you very much for becoming a member. We have Janet, MCM Reacts and stuff. Hello, Moderate Carb Maven. Rosie, please. Nay. Moderate Carb Maven, nice to see you. How are you doing? Sarah Cost, long time. It has actually been. I see your stories and stuff though, but yeah, it has been a long time. Carol S. Zoomers are so much fun. Tiva, hello. Susanna, hey guys, how's it going? I just thought I'd do a little, like a channel live, basically. I'll do a members live on Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, but I'll send out the notification either tomorrow morning or after this. Sorry. I still have a bit of a cough from when I had a cold the other day. Lots of people have now come in. We have Buttons, Felicia Dunlap, Rachel Moore, Amelia C, Alicky, Savage Siren, Siobhan, that's how you say it, isn't it? Siobhan Seymour, Carol S, Raspberry Pike, Casadilla, Citizen Callan. Good morning from Los Angeles. Good evening from Bulgaria. It's 8 o'clock in the evening here, actually. Rachel Moore, Nobby Wobby. That's a funny name. Bert Brandt. Hello, girls. Hello. MCM Reacts, taking boxes and kicking ass. A lot of life is taking boxes, isn't it? Sarah Costa is saying that school has just become too busy to focus on any transformations lately. 1 more year to go. Yeah, understandable. There's a time and a place for these things. At the end of the day, like dieting and competing and things like that is something that you need to do when the time is right for you. So I have some interesting questions. I'm running a Q&A in my Instagram stories for a video that I want to film this weekend. And there's some questions around that, prepping and futures and plans and things like that. So yeah, there's a time and a place for everything. So Yolanda Girlanu or Yolanda, I don't know how to pronounce that. Good evening from Romania. Good evening. I'll be there soon, a couple of months. Good evening from Zagreb. Hi everyone from Czech Republic. We're so international here. I love it. Link to the members, please. Let me find it. Just bear with me 2 seconds. I have to go into my YouTube here, and I'll have to go into my channel, and I'll have to go onto a recent video. Let me just mute this here. I was watching some Charlotte Dobrich. Does any of you do any of you guys watch her? I think she's really funny. I like her videos, the quick ones. So let me find the channel membership right here. And let me I think that's it there. So what I'll do is I'll pin it. Oh, can I not pin it? Oh, I don't know how to pin it to the top. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do it. New Orleans, Alabama, Southeast London, Rotterdam, Crispy. Hello. Virtual hugs. She's hilarious. Meeting over so I can stop here. Hey guys. Hello, fat chick in a barn. I hope to see you when you compete. Yeah, you should, because I think now, last time it wasn't open to the public, right? Because of COVID. Yeah, no, it wasn't. So this time around, anybody that's in Romania, you should definitely come and check the show out. Although I might not be show day, and maybe like a couple of days before the show, I might not be able to be super sociable because obviously like I'm very dieted down and I'm really focused on just getting the stage over with. But this time around, because I finally found a dog hotel, which I might have to go through the process again. However, I'm fairly certain that, I'll get to that in a second, by that time, I'll be traveling on my own, potentially, but I won't have dogs, basically. So that means that I want to stay for a few days after the competition because I actually do want to do some sightseeing in Romania. I have been to Romania, no, once before. I went once on a holiday, but I want to just have a look around. I've got my car with me. I'll be driving there, so I wanna have a look around Romania. So I will definitely be up for doing a meet and greet. Minji is leaving for her graduation. Congratulations, Minji. Can we get some emojis in the chat of like celebrations, some celebratory emojis for Minji who's graduated? So that's very excited. Congratulations. I hope you have a good time. Is it party tonight or is it just the graduation event? Regardless, I hope you have a good time. I'm watching your last video, so excited. Watching from Houston, Texas. Hello from Johannesburg. I don't know if it was close to public, but it was at least capacity. No, I think it was. I think it was only coaches, no spectators last time around. But when I competed anyway, this was in November, only spectators. You're already super vascular. How much leaner will you get this time? Yeah, do you know what, guys? I put up a picture on my Instagram of my stomach earlier, and I've leaned out quite a lot already. I don't know. I think in a perfect world, I will compete at. So last time around, I was probably around 68 kilos on stage after I've done my dehydrating. I was 68 and a half in the morning, but I know that during that day I dehydrated because I saw my physique really change. For the evening show or for the finals, I was way leaner than I was in the day. You may not think that half a kilo is that much, but half a kilo of dehydration of water coming out is a big difference. In a perfect world, I'll bring a slightly tighter condition, but I'll be 70 kilos. If I could have gained 2 kilos of muscle, that'd be really good. Realistically, maybe I've gained a kilo of muscle, which is still in a 5-6 months. No, five. No, I've had an off season since November, but with my new coach, I've been since the end of January. So I had an off season with my new coach for 4 months, I guess. February, March, April, May. Yeah, 4 whole months with my new coach. If I could have gained a kilo of muscle in a 4-month structured off season, that's still insane, basically. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know until I cut down, basically. Your new coach seems better than your last one. Well, my old coach wasn't bad. My old coach didn't do a lot of coaching, to be honest. I did a lot of my own coaching. He was basically more my second pair of eyes. So he didn't actually coach me. I did all of my own nutrition. I did all of my own training. He just was there more of a second pair of eyes to kind of assure me that things are moving in the right direction, or sometimes give me pointers on things that I could change up. But my current coach is he literally sends me out meal plans. My training has been unchanged, which is a bit boring at times. I'm not going to lie, because I have 2 training days. I have front of legs, back of legs, and I rotate that around with 1 upper body session a week. But at the same time, I'm getting really good results, so I can't complain. It's chicken and rice gets boring, but I'm getting really good results, so I can't complain. What was I going to say? So basically, the biggest update that I want to share with you guys is that I am pretty much going to move to Sofia. That's happening. I'm 95% certain. I am just waiting for the contract to come through. But in Bulgaria, these things are never if people say it's going to happen, it kind of will happen. It's Bulgaria. Things don't always go as per the book, if you like. So my moving in date is most likely going to be the 11th of July. On the 9th of July, my mom will come from Sweden. And then, yeah, we're just going to move. So I think what I'll probably end up doing is maybe look to rent a van or something like that. Maybe find a moving company if I can. Otherwise rent a van. And then just, hey, girls! Oh, that's being naughty. I have to keep an eye on it that they don't start fighting. Because they've got little toys and sometimes they get a bit possessive over it. Rosie, Daisy? Nee, niet doen. Come here. Put that tail down. No, Daisy, leave it. When the tail just goes up and just stays up like this, Daisy, leave it. And my cat's in heat, so if she's making funny noises, this is why. Violet? Well, yeah, I know. I know, I feel the same way when I'm frustrated, girl. It sucks. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna move to Sofia, and I'm actually really excited about it. And it may seem a kind of impromptu, which it is in a way, because it's quite kind of a quick thing. But at the same time, I have been thinking about like not. I haven't wanted to stay here, and now that the season opened in Sunny Beach, like I cannot express how annoying it is with the drunk people. It doesn't matter what time of day I walk my dogs. There's drunk people, and I just basically can't be bothered with it. And whenever I'm in Sofia, it's like people speak English. People seem to be a lot more tolerable about dogs. I can learn Bulgarian a lot easier. I'll be able to go to a college or something like or a school where I can learn. I don't do well with apps. If I want to learn something, I'm classroom based. I'm old school in that way. Like I don't want to learn from an app. It doesn't work for me. So, there's more gyms, there's more sporting events, there's things to do. Like if I want to go out for dinner, I can. If I want to go to look at something, I can. There's mountains nearby. You're near some beautiful mountain ranges. The only thing is it's far from the beach. That's the only sad thing. And that's only sad for the girls because I like the beach, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like a sunbather that spends an afternoon on the beach. So for me it doesn't matter. Is this place gonna be furnished again? Yeah, it will be, and it's gonna be completely new. So to Zoe Wynn's question, the apartment is like on the outside it's not very nice, but a lot of apartments here in Bulgaria, the facades are awful. Like if you're from Western Europe and you come to Bulgaria the first time around and you see all the facades and stuff, you're like, what the hell is this? It looks like, I don't want it to sound horrible, but it basically looks like developing countries. A lot of it on the outside, but a lot of the apartments are nice on the inside. It's just on the outside they're very like Soviet looking and like torn down and stuff like that. Which like it has character, I suppose. But if you're used to like Western Europe and things are like all nice and shiny and stuff like that, it's not like that over here. But that's fine. Besides that, like I don't really care about that. It's the inside that matters. So on the inside, everything's completely new. It's completely renovated. It has triple glazing. It's going to have a completely new kitchen. All the flooring is new. All the furniture is going to be new. In fact, I'll be like the first person using all of the furniture. And basically, the guy asked me when I went there the other day, Rosie, be careful, please. I went there the other day, and he asked the spare bedroom, do you want to turn that into an office or do you want to keep that a bedroom? And I said, turn it into a bedroom because it's easier for me to have guests. This is why I want to have a 2-bedroom space. It's got a balcony. It has a bathroom, like with a shower and stuff like that. And it has like an individual, just a little bathroom. It's 90 square meters, which is pretty big. So it's bigger than the apartment that I'm in now. So the only thing is, it's like it's double the price of where I'm renting now, but I can afford that. And for me, having lived where I'm living now, which is literally a holiday apartment, the windows aren't glazed, nothing works. Like it's my shower, I only have 5 minutes of hot water. This is not. It was good for what I needed at the time, but this is not meant for living. This is meant to come over for a week or 5 days. This is that kind of apartment. Things are just falling apart. So yeah, it is a bit more pricey, but after having lived here for nearly a year, and then before that living in basically a building site, I don't really care. I just kind of want to have some comfort in my life and just live somewhere that feels at home, basically. So let me see if I missed some chats here. So Annalie Rayborn is asking, I learned with my 2 doggies that they have their own toys that are completely different shapes. It doesn't work with my dogs. I've tried to do that. It doesn't work. Daisy will always take Rosie's toy and vice versa. So I have tried to give them. I found that actually giving them the same toy kind of works a bit better. But if I give them completely different toys, they get very jealous of each other. But whatever, dogs are different, isn't it? Different approaches work for different dogs. I feel the same way when I'm frustrated too. It is relatable, isn't it? Like very. Janet, I guess you'll be seeing Velika less. Unfortunately, yes. So that's the only downside about moving, is that obviously I won't be able to see my friend as often. But she understands we're both at this point in our lives that we need to do the things that we need to do to make not to make each other happy, but to be happy. It's like I can't stay around here for my friend, and she's thinking about moving after the summer and doing something different anyway. So whatever opportunities come her way, she will take it. And obviously, I fully support that. I want her to be happy. But it's like it's not that far. I mean, it is far. It's a 4-hour drive, but I now, if I can find a dog hotel in Sofia, which I'm fairly sure there's a lot more dog hotels in Sofia where there is a lot more pet ownership and people have a lot more animals indoors and stuff like that than what they do around here. I'm fairly sure I can find like a dog hotel, and then like once a month I can go there, or maybe we can do it like once a month I go to hers, and then the other month she comes to mine. So it's not that bad. And obviously I have my hair lady, which she was supposed to come today, but she her another appointment ran late, so she's coming tomorrow instead. I've got my Botox lady. So I think I'll probably still head back, because even though I can get Botox and stuff like that done in Sofia, I can get my hair done in Sofia. Finding somebody that is good at what they're doing for stuff like that is kind of hard. So I'd rather just stick with the people that I have. And then I also have an excuse to travel back. I'll just turn it into like, I'll go for a few days and I'll just get all of my beauty stuff done, as well as spend time with Felica, obviously. Yes, I was. I'll miss my friend, but the good thing is the area that I'm going to be living in is near a friend that I made. Actually, a girl that is a subscriber. She lives in the area, and she came to my last show, and we met since then. Last time I was in Sofia, we met up. Excuse me. Psst, psst. So noisy. We met up, and so like I do have a friend there, and Rosie. Shh. Animals, they're so noisy, aren't they? There's people that I talk to like through the bodybuilding scene on a regular basis that are all in Sofia. So I think if I'm in Sofia, I'm pretty sure I'll have a much better social life, because of the language. And I know me not speaking Bulgarian, it is my fault. I could have put a lot more effort into it, and I haven't. I haven't been bothered. I haven't had the time, and that's the truth. I also need a classroom. Like I need to have lessons properly. But I haven't known what I wanted to do. And like, I'm kind of like, you know what, actually, let's try Sofia for a while and put some effort into learning a language and go from there. So, but yeah, I just feel like I think dating is going to be a lot easier. And I know dating is going to be a lot easier in Sofia. A lot of people, like I say, much more people speak English. So it's going to be like, everything's easier. There's more gyms, there's better gyms. So yeah. What would happen if you tossed in more training you liked? MCM. Well, oh, you mean like if I did different training from the split that I was supposed to? First of all, like I am supposed to grow my legs. So if I trained more like upper body, it'd be counterproductive to what I'm trying to do, which is win a pro card in wellness. And because I'm very like I literally don't train my upper body, and like I have such capping on my shoulders. I haven't literally trained my chest like properly in months. Like since basically my last show, I haven't really trained chest, and it's still there. The muscles, like the development, is still there. So I will just not be competitive in my category. I'd be too small for figure, and I'd be too big in the upper body for wellness. So it'd be stupid, basically. Obviously, like sometimes I train a little bit different. I don't always follow his training plan to an exact T. For example, today I had to do walking lunges, and instead I did like split squats with a quad focus. Just or like sometimes I have to do a hack squat, and I'll do like a narrow stance Smith squat, which it's pretty much the same range of motion in the same exercise, but it's a slightly different exercise. But you're targeting the same muscles, just slightly varied. And sometimes I add an exercise. So, for example, I am allowed to do this, though. I did ask him. But I asked him if I could do some more squatting. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. So I'm squatting a lot more, which I enjoy doing. Like, it's a fun exercise for me. So I do sometimes change it up a little bit. But I would like to train more upper body, and I just can't. Jessica Young is saying, I have friends and family that live in a city about 4 hours from here. I make the drive fairly often. Yeah, it's not that bad, 4 hours. It's just not worth doing in a day. But if you go for like a night or two, it's perfectly fine doing. What lipstick are you wearing? I actually don't know how it translates to you guys. For me here, it looks a bit orangey, but it's not. It's actually a lip balm from Sephora, and it's like a hot pink fuchsia sort of color. For me, on the screen that I'm looking at, it looks orangey, but in real life, it's not. It's actually pink. I love that video with Dr. Dino. Yeah, I'm guessing if I live in Sofia, he might come down again as well because it's not so far from Bucharest. Like Bucharest to Sofia is like 5 hours on the bus, so it's quite doable. You're always gonna pay more in a big city than temporary holiday housing. That's usually empty 8 months out of the year. Yeah, of course, of course. Like I don't mind that. I understand. I could probably get something for fairly similar prices, but it's just the quality of the apartments just won't be nice. And I just wanna. I'm in a position where I just wanna. I could rent cheaper, but it's gonna be the quality of where I'm renting is not gonna be as nice. And obviously, I could rent a lot more expensive, and it will be a lot more luxe. But I just want to have something a bit nicer. I deserve to have something like a nice place to live as well. After, what is it, Rosie? What is it, girl? Do you want to come? Do you want to come, sweetie? No. She's going in for an operation, by the way, next week on Friday. She's going in for an operation. So basically, I went to the vet a few weeks ago. This is like another update with the girls. What it looks like is that because she was progressing quite well, and then it stopped one day, and it was after she was playing on the beach with Daisy. And Daisy's a little bit of a bulldozer. She loves to do this thing where she like goes distance, and then she just like runs like 100 miles an hour and just bulldozes Rosie. And I think maybe she like fell on her hip, or Daisy fell on her hip, because when we looked at the X-rays, one of the pins so the artificial joint is gone, but the cup is still there, and some of the pins to keep everything in place are still there. And basically, it looked like one of the pins was bent. And he was first thing the doctor was saying is like, "Oh yeah, let's get an artificial hip again." I was like, "Yeah, let's not." Like I love my animals, but I can't keep spending like several grand on operations that aren't even a guaranteed success. Like it's just not. And I'm not talking several grand leather. This is like several grand dollars. That's it's a lot of money for an operation that's not even gonna be guaranteed. So he said, "Well, it could be the pin as well." And I'm like, "Well, let's try and get the pin removed." And to be honest, if that doesn't work, she's had 3 really big operations on a tiny hip. I think if that doesn't work, I'll probably look into getting an amputation done. And I know that sounds horrible, but the reality is a dog will be fine with 3 legs. She walks on 3 legs most of the time anyway already. And at least that way, there's not going to be any complications. Rosie, no, come here. Be quiet, please. Yes, be quiet. There's not going to be any complications, and it's not going to be a case of like just constant recovery. I've had like over a year now of a dog that's in pain and having to do separate walks and constant recovery, and she becomes really moody when she's in pain. Understandable, because we're all moody when we're in pain. So it's just, if this doesn't work, I think that's just the way forward, to be honest. It's just to look into getting an amputation done and just be done with it, and she'll heal and she'll be fine afterwards. So but let's look at the chat again. Sorry, guys. I do talk a lot, but that's kind of like why I wanted to do this live stream. Because otherwise, I'm forever doing like 20-minute intros into my videos, which I know a lot of you guys don't mind, obviously, because that's why you watch my channel. But I also know that like sometimes it's a bit much, isn't it? Will I get a moving truck, and how much will the apartment cost you? So the apartment will be €600 a month. And a moving truck, I don't know. I don't know if they do many moving companies here. I did send off an email to a moving company because obviously I don't speak Bulgarian, so I had to use a translator, and they haven't come back to me. But I haven't got that much stuff, so I might look to rent a van or like a transit or something like that. I have to look into that. I have looked a little bit at car rentals and seeing what's about. I haven't necessarily seen van rental. The thing is that I don't want to rent something, pick it up from Burgas, drive to Sunny Beach, which isn't that far, but still is driving, to then drive to Sofia, to then drive back to Sunny Beach, to then drive to Sofia again. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing like 12, it will be like 1,600 kilometers of driving. Nah, I'm not. That's something I refuse to do. So whatever it is, a lot can fit, like quite a bit can fit in my car. My car has quite a lot of space. And I'll be able to probably, if worst case scenario, like I can maybe rent like a people carrier and like fold down all the chairs or something, and that should work. There should be enough space. Like I haven't got that much stuff. And if not, I'll just have to start cutting off a lot of my properties. I got a laser for my dog. I just got a laser for my dog. Amped the anxiety way up. What does a laser do for your dog? You got a laser for your dog to do what? Janet. I think putting her through major operation after major operation could end up being worse than amputation. I agree. Like the thing is, it's only she's a small dog. She doesn't have a big joint, and I think humans can only be operated so often. Like with, like when you look at full hip replacements, it's not like we have to do a little cut and a little snip here. This is like big operations. I don't want to keep putting her through that. It's just it's so, especially if there's not even a guarantee that it's going to work. And like I know, you can't say you can't put a cost on things, but the reality is like things do cost money. Like at what point you can only I can only spend so much money on my girl here. I wish I could spend all the money on you because I would. But the reality is like I can't spend several grand every year on trying to get my dog's hip fixed if it's maybe never going to be fixed. So it sucks, but plenty of animals are like I've seen so many dogs, not so many. I have seen dogs. I have seen dogs with like 3 legs, and they're perfectly fine. They're perfectly happy. And like I say, half of the time when her leg is bad, she doesn't use it as she's doing it now because I gave her a painkiller earlier. But if she's not on a painkiller, she literally doesn't stand on the leg. So she's like basically a little tripod half the time anyway. As a vet, I really admire your dedication to the girls, especially Rosie. Doggies managed great with 3 legs. Oh, thank you, Marit Weaver. That's really comforting to hear. Hey, Daisy, you wanna come, baby? Trouble. They're being a bit hyper. It's because it's so hot in the day. They don't do anything. Like they don't even want to go for a walk during the day. And I take them for very small walks. So in the courtyard here, it's quite a big courtyard where I am. And it's grassy bits there. So I just walk them around here. It's like literally like a 5-minute walk, just so they can have like a quick pee and stuff. But I can notice that they're getting a little bit less exercise than normally. Like my steps have reduced by like a few thousand because I just don't walk them as much as I do normally from the heat. But yeah. Rachel Moore. Yeah, mine was a bull spirit ruled other dogs and learned to balance on the back of a moving moped so we could take her for a ride. That's so cool. I bet she got a lot of attention doing that. Hello, Crazy Frog Lady. Hello. I'm supposed to be on a flight. Insane Thunderstorm just came in, so I guess I'm getting bored now. Oh, well, enjoy that. Being stuck in the airport. At least there's duty free, right? I love duty free. I don't know why. BJ, I love you, Shikara. Thank you, BJ. Welcome. Hi, nice to see you. I'm excited for your new adventure. I have so much respect for a woman who is brave enough to move somewhere all on their own. Well, I've done a lot of things on my own for like a lot of my life, and the good thing with this is as well if I move, is like I'll have like a proper address because this is like a holiday apartment. It's not a proper address. Like I don't get post here. I've had so much stuff disappear from post because they don't deliver post here. I don't have like a mailbox or anything. So like I need to change around like a lot of documents to a correct address, and like that's like being able to just like cut off that particular chapter from my life as well will be nice, just to move and have everything set up in my name properly. But again, like I've been not sure what to do with that for the simple reason like I haven't known where I was going to be living. As for the cat, by the way, so this little Missy, should I grab her? Hold on. Little Fanny. Yes, you are so noisy. Yes, you are so noisy. I know. Every time I come home, right, she'll like walk to the door and she'll just go, like lays it on her back and wants like belly scratches. She's such a weird cat. I'm guessing it's because she's grown up with dogs. I know, it sucks, girl. It's very hard work. Having needs and having nobody meet your needs. Oh, I know, sweetie. It'll go away in a couple of days. Yes. So I need to get her neutered. But last month I was supposed to get her vaccinated after I did her shots for all the parasites and stuff. And I forgot. I'm not going to lie. I completely forgot to get her vaccinated because last month I went to Sofia. I went to my dad. I was very busy and the times that I wasn't there. So I forgot to get her vaccinated. So she's getting vaccinated tomorrow. Then once the second vaccination is done, then she can get her neutering done. And they need to get done as well. And I do want to do that. But with Rosie in her operation coming up like really soon, I want to kind of wait until that's done because I want to try and get them done at the same time, because I think it will be easier for me rather than dealing with one dog that's had an operation to then have one recover to then deal with another dog that's had an operation. I can deal with both dogs at the same time. So that's up with that. What are the oddest things each fur babies does? So Daisy's a talker. Like Daisy talks a lot. She howls. She talks. I don't know. I don't know if it's like that odd, but she just acts a bit like a dog, to be honest. And Rosie likes to lay next to my head. So if I'm at night, I wake up, I have Rosie like either here or like behind my head. She just likes to sleep next to my head. She's so cute. Hi, Violet. Look. People like to see you. Yes. You're horny, aren't you? Yes. I can't believe she's like in heat again. I swear it was like 3 weeks ago she was in heat. But apparently this is what happens with girl cats. They're in heat all the time. My last name is pronounced Hermala. Kristen Hermala, by the way, is a Finnish name from my dad's side. That's probably weird. That's why it's probably weird. It's not weird, but yeah, it's good to know the pronunciation, so thank you. Have you been taking rest days from training? Yeah, I train 2 days on, 1 day off. But on my rest days, I normally do like cardio, stretching, or abs, or all three. And now, at the moment, I'm going back to the shelter as well. So the last rest day I had, which was yesterday actually, I went to the shelter and I ended up doing something like 20,000 steps. That's on my phone. I spent like 45 minutes posing, and those steps didn't even count because I was like filming all the time. So it probably was closer to like 23 to 25,000 steps, which is probably why I had a pretty crap training session this morning because I thought I was tired and I had a low calorie day. But yeah, I have rest days. Andrea Milojevic. Sorry, I said that wrong. Hello, beautiful and fit people. Hello. I love the chaos of past in the background. And I thought my house was chaotic. It's like that all the time. She's so cute. Cats laying on their back is in front of you is called a cat hug. They show love and trust that way. Oh, I didn't know that. That's good to know. She said she gives me a lot of cat hugs, especially when I come home. It's the first thing. She likes to crawl into my bags as well, or plastic bags, or like boxes and stuff like that. She just likes to crawl into everything. The only thing that's a bit annoying is that about once a week she'll have a pee in the bed, but from what I understand, that is again because she's not neutered, which is why there's an urgency to try and get her neutered. So she doesn't seem to do it really anywhere anywhere else in the house. It's just my bed. So I'm guessing it's a dominance thing, and it's not an incontinence thing because, like I said, she does it like only once a week or something like that. She doesn't do it all the time. And she's really sneaky about it as well because I keep my bedroom door closed, but the second I leave it open by accident and I walk away, she's in there doing it. So she knows what she's doing. I just keep my bedroom door closed at the moment. Basically, they can't go in there, and that solves the problem. But if I'm sleeping in there, she doesn't do it. It's only when I'm not in there. Andrea asks if I had any major culture shocks in Bulgaria. Yeah, like a lot of things are quite different here. So, for example, some of the things that is like that I found like strange is that you can't do anything online. Like everything's done in person. So if I wanted to change my name with something, maybe a name change isn't the right example. Car insurance. If I want to get car insurance, I can't do that online. I have to like go to special offices where somebody does it for me, and it's like a whole process. And like I think that's weird. But a lot of stuff is like that. It's very bureaucratic. So, for example, my friend Velika, her mum she's sick, and she can't just get a prescription sent to her to go and get medicine. You have to go from one place to get a paper to go to another place to get something, to get something, to get something. It's like they like to keep people in very manual process jobs to keep people in jobs. Like they don't automate a lot of things. It's not like they have databases. One of my neighbors is dealing with visas renewals for her husband. The girl that takes care of the cat when I'm gone, her husband is not. Well, he has visas basically. So basically, if they go away, like that office still deals with everything in paper. Like they don't even have an email or a fax. Do you know what I mean? It's like stuff like that. It's like what you don't have an email or a fax. Like, why is there not like a database where I can need to go like tick, tick, tick and sort things out? So it's just stuff like that that I was quite surprised by. She's marking her territory. Yeah, I think she is a little bit, to be honest. You can learn about Ziri. Alex is saying you can learn a ton about cat behavior from Jackson Galaxy's channel. He's a wonderful source of knowledge. I'll put that on the screen. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you very much. I will be sure to give that a gander when I can. Christopher, sorry, I'll put you guys' comments on screen. I've kind of forgot I could do that. I've been following you for a while, brilliant content. Thank you very much, Christopher. I appreciate it. I'm 6'2" and was 22 stone last year. Was 15.10 stone this morning. What the She does these high-pitched barks and makes me jump. That's impressive. That's like almost 10 stone. That's crazy. For the people that don't know stones, so 1 stone is about 6 kilos, which is around 13, 14 pounds. I can't do that kind of maths from the top of my head to work out that difference, but it's a lot of weight. So well done. I'm very impressed and very happy for you. Winter Mädchen, you inspire me so much. I love your videos. Also recover from bulimia. It gives me hope. There is hope. You can do it. It's just one of those things that it takes time sometimes, and you need to find what works for you. Like for me, I did find that taking power away from food and just seeing it as something functional worked. Like, you know, I literally eat for function. I eat for taste too as well sometimes, obviously. But when I do it in moderation, and then I don't really go crazy. So I don't really feel like I'm ever doing anything bad. Obviously, I'm in prep now, so I don't. Like in prep, it's 100%. But yeah, it comes. It will come with time. Heather G, what's your first place to go on a holiday or vacation? What would you recommend? Do you have any bucket list locations you'd like to visit? So will you please stop with your barking? She knows it as well. Like, you see that little face in the background when she does it. Naughty girls. Why are you being a naughty girl for? I can tell. Yes, you are being naughty. You can see her little face. Look at her little face. Rosie, are you being a naughty girl? Huh? Are you being a little naughty girl? I think you are. Do you want to come? Do you want to come and say hi? Do you want to come and say hi? No. She doesn't want to come and say hi. I'd like to really visit. I'd really like to visit. That's more better English. I'd really like to visit East Asia, to be honest. In particular, Japan attracts me. But also like Bali, Thailand, places like that interest me. Favorite places? I don't know. I'm whenever somebody asks me something about favorites, I'd never know how to answer that because I don't really do like favorites. It's not really so like I don't really get like hype about one thing. I don't have a favorite band. I have a favorite color. I like red. But I don't have a favorite band or a favorite food or a favorite this. It's not really my thing. I like a lot of things. Let's have a little looky. Who else? MCM Reacts. You have been using inspiration for me. I reversed pre-diabetes and dropped 180 pounds, maintaining 130 to 160 over 2 years. Now, that's very good. That's really good, maintaining the same weight and reversing your diabetes. That's very impressive. So well done. Would you ever move to the US if you had the chance? I don't know if I would move to the US, to be honest. I would visit it. I would have to visit it first, to be honest, before I decide to move. But I'd like to visit. But that would be a big holiday. I wouldn't want to just come to the US for a week. I think it's one of those places that if you go, you kind of have to go for 2 to 3 weeks to make it worth the flight. And to kind of explore, I'd like to see different places. So that cheeky face, yeah. They're being naughty girls like they're playing. That's why. Let me move over so you guys can see. First live I ever made. Anna Dawn, you are welcome. Waves from the UK. We waving back from Bulgaria. I just watched your April reaction while I was doing my cardio. Fair enough. I watched a lot of videos like that too. I tend to watch a lot of Louise's journey when I do my cardio. I'm on 2 antibiotics for an infection, so I'm pretty drained, says Blinky Pie. I'm happy I can join, and it makes me feel better. The animals are saying we are here. I'm hoping that whatever you're taking your antibiotics for, that you're recovering from it soon, because antibiotics are brutal on the body. They don't make your stomach feel great, but hopefully they're going to do their magic and you'll feel better soon. Thank you for your inspiration. I'm lifting weights again. I'm trying to get back in shape. I was 141 pounds down. Wow. That's like a whole person, 141 pounds. Went back up half of it, and now I'm going back to it. Now 115 from my biggest. That's awesome. Well done. You just got to keep working. Keep at it and stay focused, consistent. You mess up sometimes. That's fine. Just keep pushing forward. Keep going at it. Lucy is saying, I finally got my ass into the gym. Thanks for the inspiration. Finally, for the first time in my life, I feel better about my not so flat butt. Do you know, isn't it funny, right? Isn't it funny how growing up, I used to always get shit for having like a fat ass and like big legs. I used to get called like hammy and stuff like that just because I was like thick with three C's. But back in the day when I was a kid, that wasn't popular. Well, obviously, like when you were a kid, you shouldn't really worry about it. But when I was a teenager, I should say, stuff like that wasn't popular. And then Kim Kardashian comes around and suddenly everybody wants to have a fat ass. Once you learn Bulgarian, you speaking 4 languages. Very impressive. Yeah, definitely. I will learn Bulgarian. I just haven't put my mind to it. And I don't know if I'll be like super fluent as I'm with Dutch and Swedish because it's quite a difficult language. But I will definitely get good enough to have conversations. If I will ever move back to Sweden, probably not. To be honest, like where my family lives is like it's not that great. I don't really like it. It's kind of boring. When I lived in Sweden, like I was quite depressed at that time, and that's when my eating disorder started as well. So I don't have like great like memories of it. And like I don't know, just Sweden doesn't like Sweden is beautiful. It has some beautiful places. It has some interesting history. Hey baby. But if I would live there again, no, probably not. Probably not. The houses are great though, and they're not actually that expensive. But I don't know. I can't see myself living in Sweden. Have I been to New Orleans, the French Quarter? I've never been to America, so no, I have never been to New Orleans, but I'd like to for sure. 77 kilos down from 111. That's well done, impressive. I've never been to NOLA. Goals. I don't know what NOLA is, but good. Where's NOLA? It's obviously it's an acronym for something, but I don't know what it is. I'm missing a lot of chatter. I'm traveling to the Netherlands for 1.5 months soon. What's one nature place you'd recommend and I should really visit? A nature place. Well, I haven't done a lot of exploring of Holland, to be honest. Well, we never did stuff like that as kids. But the area that I'm from in Holland, Zeeland, it has some really nice beaches. Surprisingly, there's some really nice quality beaches there. So just anywhere in Zeeland, it's got quite a lot of like sort of traditional culture still, with the boerinnetjes, which is like the traditional clothing. There's a lot of like churches, a lot of acre lands, and there is a lot of nature where there is the dunes and the beaches and stuff like that. So it's got quite a typical, like this countryside is quite typical there. There's not necessarily the same everywhere else in Holland. Very good seafood too. But for the rest of Holland, I don't actually know, to be honest. I haven't done a lot of traveling in Holland. We never did that when I was younger. We always went to Sweden. How do I feel about weight loss surgery? I think if there's something you need to do for you to lose weight, then you need to do that to lose weight. You know, it'd be a bit hypocritical for me to judge on that. Like, I've got implants, and I got that to make myself feel better. So I think you should do what you need to do. But I also think that people that have weight loss surgery need to bear in mind that it's going to work, but you also need to understand why it is that you're eating, because you can still undo weight loss surgery. So just make sure you're getting all of the relevant therapies to go with it, and then you don't spend a lot of money, time, and effort into recovering to then like a year down the line, basically just because you can't eat the whole pizza, you're still eating like 2 slices of pizza a day. Like you need to be in a position where with the surgery, you're actually changing your habits and your mindset. And a lot of people do need therapy with that. So, but if you need to get weight loss surgery, I say go for it. What's your opinion on keto pills? Like, I don't know what a BHP keto pill is, but in general, I'm not. I know some pills can get you into ketosis slightly quicker, but it's not necessarily magic. It's not like you can eat tons of carbs and then like drop a pill and suddenly you're in ketosis. And then like keto isn't magic either. So keto works. Like I do like eating. I still, even though I eat very high carb now, I do prefer a high fat diet. It's more in taste, in line with my taste buds. I prefer the flavors of like fatty foods. I like dieting keto too, but it's not magic. Like keto, at the end of the day, it's all about calorie deficits. It doesn't matter if it's realistically, it doesn't matter if it's a calorie deficit of burgers or whether it's a calorie deficit of like whole foods. But it's people say it doesn't matter. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like you're still going to lose weight if you're in a deficit big enough. Girlies, please stop it. Hey, stop it before one of them starts crying. They're playing with each other. They're like pulling each other's their neck skins. What was I talking about? Weight loss. Yeah. So calories. I think like calories matter in terms of like the deficits. What matters, but your nutrition matters too because you are gonna the way your body digests certain foods, the way you absorb nutrients, the vitamins and minerals, all of that's going to make you feel a certain way too. So, yeah, I kind of had a point with that. I can't afford it, to be honest. Do you listen to music while working out? Yeah. I can't go to the gym with listening to gym music. Are you crazy? Like, that is, I literally keep a spare headset or headphones, a spare set of headphones in my car in case I forget my headphones. I cannot train. I mean, I can, but whenever I've trained without my music, it's the worst. So what I listen to is at the moment I'm going through a big drum and bass phase. That's what I meant to say. I listen to a lot of drum and bass at the moment, and I listen to like a lot of like dark trap. Yeah, dark trap. I believe the genre is called, but like trap music basically. So kind of like rap, hip hop sort of things, and a lot of drum and bass. But I listen to a lot of different genres too. It depends on my mood, but I mostly listen to music only when I'm training. And at the moment, that just happens to be drum and bass a lot. Oh, I'm running a bit slow on the chat here. Sorry about that. I don't want to get into big conversations about keto. So quite a few of you guys are commenting about keto, but I don't want to talk about keto. But excuse me, do you want to come then? Come here then, Fanny. Come here. No? Do you want to come? No? I don't know what she wants. I don't know what she wants. Attention, I guess. I love going to the gym, but I always get late at night because people scare me. Have you ever experienced anxiety in the gym? What can I do about it? Also, waving from Germany. So I think gym anxiety partially comes from maybe just feeling a little bit insecure, and also maybe not being confident in your way around the gym. What has helped me, I don't really get anxiety for the gym, and I think it's because, yes, what is it, Rosie? I don't get anxiety in the gym. Like I'm so used to people looking at me. Yes, I know. I'm so used to people looking at me in the gym that it like I don't even notice it. Most of the time, it's not. I think what you need to bear in mind is that first of all, most people in the gym are probably not looking at you unless you're like doing something really crazy or like for example people look at me because I'm like a muscular female that trains heavy and you just don't see that a lot, but a lot of people are in the gym to train. They're not there to pay attention to other people, so just bear that in mind. What I like to do is like I like to have the big noise blocking headphones. I like to put on some very kind of like upbeat, aggressive, fast beats per minute kind of music, drink some pre-workout and just get really fucking hype and just get in your zone. Like I am that person that like I don't look at other people when I'm training. I'm just like in my zone and I'm like dancing around to my songs in between my sets, or I'm like pacing around because I'm just like in my zone because I'm just like off my face from pre-workout and I'm listening to some good tunes. So that's my recommendation. Maybe don't necessarily do the pre-workout thing if you've never done pre-workout. Start with the music, maybe have a coffee and go from there. Have you incorporated the hip flexors work into your training plan? Do you have any preferred exercises to develop serratius or define the sweep? So for the sweep, I just do a lot of just general quad work. I have an actual quad day. And it's just basically do leg extensions. What do I call that? Leg extensions, hack squats, lunges, stuff like that. For my hip flexors, not necessarily. The only thing that I do that's more so like outer glute focus, which is not really hip flexors, but it's the hips, I suppose, is I do standing abductors. They're playing now. I do standing abductors, and that seems to build more on the like the medial glute. There's some other questions from. Sorry. I thought this was Catherine. I thought you guys were the same person because of the orange and then the orange hair. So yeah, no, I don't really do anything to develop my sweep, but my quads respond really quickly anyway. I've never really had a problem with growing my quads. But what I do like, and I know is a good exercise for quad sweep, is a narrow stance Smith squat. So when you do it, you kind of wanna. I can't. Let me try and show you. It's hard because obviously I don't have a Smith here, but you wanna. If the bar is, you wanna basically hold on. You want to, in the Smith, have your legs slightly in front of the bar, and when you squat down, you want to squat down like with your feet. Yes, Rosie, with your feet in a V. With your feet in a V. And if you need some plates, under your heels for mobility, that will work. But I found that like a V position with your feet like that in the Smith, coming straight down, and then when you push up and you press out through the quads like that. That's quite nice. Like I find that's been very good for my quad sweep. Or what you can do in the leg extension. So for your leg, there's four different positions that you can have for your quads in the leg extension. So you can do hold on, pointed toes like this. Point your toes. So here you go, some feet for your feet fetishists out there. The pointed toes gives more the middle of the quad. The flexed is more the teardrop part. You can rotate the foot out, which gets more the inner tear duct, or you can go in. And like if you do that, that also targets your sweep a little bit more. So yeah, that's some tips for you there. Andrea, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button, please. I missed another one here from Mil that I was going to talk about it, and I forgot. I'm quite new. I'm in quite a moderate calorie deficit, and I train a lot. I don't have a lot of fat to lose, but the weight loss is quite slow. By the way, I count calories like a pro. Is slow weight loss normal in my situation? Yeah. So the thing is like sometimes with my 8-week transformation program, people that try to lose weight that are already like a healthy BMI, if you like. If you lose something like anywhere from 2 to 6 to 8 pounds over an 8-week period, like 8 pounds is actually quite a lot for a healthy person or a healthy BMI person. To lose 8 pounds is quite a lot, especially if you're changing around your training and you are eating at like a small deficit. Then yeah, I wouldn't expect so much. Obviously the more body fat you have, the easier it is to lose larger numbers, basically. So yeah, that sounds pretty good. Pretty what's it called? That sounds pretty normal. Rachel Moore says, I'm a former dog trainer. What else does she say? She wants attention. Yeah, she does want attention. They always want attention. If you have heart or blood pressure issues, don't use thermal boosters or pre-workouts. Yeah, don't do that if you've got heart problems. I luckily don't have heart problems. Having my workout written out on my phone helps me with anxiety. I know what to do, and I can just look at my plan whenever the anxiety starts. Very good idea. Thank you, Carolas, for sharing. Sketch Pad Angel, first time catching you live. Been following you since 2020. Wow, that feels like forever. You have been such an inspiration. Thank you very much, and thank you for being such a long-term subscriber. I appreciate it. I love getting hyped that way too. It is a thing, though. It is a thing, getting in that pre-workout hype zone. Yeah, 99% of the people are concentrating on themselves. People very rarely look at other people. Like most people are not there for that. People are there to train. The best tip for getting water retention, PMS times, So for PMS, to not get as bloated and to manage your water, be a bit mindful with your sodium. Do not eat any processed foods. Be minimal with your simple carbohydrates. Drink a lot of water. But also a natural product that can help, as I'm looking at it, because I've got it over there, is like dandelion. Dandelion root is a natural diuretic. But obviously just don't go like pump loads of like dandelion into you. But you could take a couple of tablets of that at night or in the morning. That can help with water retention. Sauna is very good for water retention too. But just switching up your diet a little bit in advance to minimize inflammation. So simple carbs, processed foods, drink plenty of water, stay active. I find that like keep doing moderate amounts of cardio can help with that too. And yeah, and some of it is just accepting that hormones are shit in that respect. As females, I got my period, by the way. I had it the other day. I had it for like 2 days, 3 days. I was like having a pee, and I'm like, huh? I'm on my period. I should have had it like last weekend, I think, or the weekend before. Regardless, I got my period, and I'm really surprised because obviously I've just started dieting, and I didn't have a period for several months because of performance enhancers, and I got my period, which is good. But now I'm back on performance enhancers, so. And obviously, I know that I'm gonna get so lean that my period's gonna go anyway, which is obviously unhealthy. But yeah, I was just surprised. I was like, well, I didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while. Do I cover up tattoos? No, I won't, because whenever you do tattoo cover-ups, the makeup that they use on it, it basically blocks out. It looks weird on stage. It's not. It doesn't look like skin. It looks really matte. And what happens is that the light can't reflect of it properly. So yes, they don't like tattoos. They don't say it, but they don't like tattoos. If you cover them up, you look even worse for it. So I'd rather have my tattoos. And also for wellness, it seems to be like the only female body category where a lot of the pros or higher level athletes actually have tattoos. I follow quite a lot of wellness women that have tattoos. Granted, not as many as me, but being tattooed in wellness doesn't seem to be an issue. And I don't know why that is compared to other categories. Let me scroll down a little bit. I know you're taking taking care of your skin. I'm curious, have you ever done facial peels or microneedling? Needling. Curious about personal experience. Never micro needling. I do facial peels, but I just do it at home. So twice a week, what I do is I do like a scrub. Then I go over it with an. Give me a name. Give me a girl. Yeah. Do you want this one? Oh, do you want this one? Look at it. Twice a week I go over it with a scrub. Then I have like a sort of like a more like a glycolic, like a higher acid based toner that I go over as well. Then what I do is I put AHA, BAH or BHAs or something like that as an acid on top. Then once that's dried in, I go in with a salicylic acid. And once that's dried in, I go in with like a deep moisturizer. And I do that twice a week, and that seems to be quite good for my skin. Today I had a face clean done, so this is why my face is looking really shiny. So she goes on it with steam, and then she just basically clears all my pores out, which I can imagine is lots of fun. Just like basically she's like squeezing all of my spots. The only thing is I can't wear makeup for like 2 days now. So I never thought of sauna suits. Bought one because of you. We have workout equipment in our garage, so wintertime workouts are so cold that suits a lifesaver. Okay. Yeah, so don't just start using sweatsuits just for the sake of it. But sweatsuits do work to drop water, but that's all they do. You only drop water. It's not fat. Do I watch Bob Burgers? No, I don't watch Bob Burgers. And somebody asked me about if I watch TV. I really don't. I very rarely watch Netflix. But if I usually watch YouTube, and I actually consume quite a lot of beauty content. Excuse me. I consume a lot of beauty content because I think where I'm just like always thinking with like filming and then editing and then like doing my check-ins and stuff like that. By the end of the day, I'm just like, my brain just needs to not think. So I consume a lot of beauty content, and I consume a lot of like true crime interrogation stuff. So anything that has JCS inspired, I follow that. I like That Chapter. I like Dave's Lemonade. I like just actual interrogations. So I watch a lot of like true crime stuff, like the psychology behind what people do. I just find it interesting, like why people commit crimes and stuff like that. Have I had any experiences with growth from Anavar? I can say that no, I haven't had any negative side effects so far in that respect. I don't think I have like I mean like I find like I have a little bit of like growth on my upper lip, but then I'm also almost turning 40, so that could be that too. I think as a woman you kind of just get to that age where you need to fucking, get a bit mindful of the fur on the lip, hey. Like I watch some beauty YouTubers that shave all the time and they're like in their 20s, so yeah, no, I haven't had any negative side effects from that respect. I know that people like to say that I have a deep voice, but my voice hasn't dropped either. So yeah. Do you think men are intimidated by muscular women in the gym? Sometimes I get nasty stares. I don't like. I think from my experience, most of the times guys are like fair play, respect. I don't really get guys looking at me like negatively. I get it more from women, to be honest. That women just like give me evils. But for men, no. I think for most men, it's just like they're like fair play. Somebody that's training hard and lifting heavy. Like I get more like a respect, that's sort of like, yeah, well done. That's more the reaction that I get in the gym from men, to be honest. If I follow Taki Shelter, no, I don't. No, unsolved mysteries and cold cases is not my bag. I'm not really into that. I like the murders. That sounds really fucked up, but yeah, I like the murders, basically. Son Anderson, yes. Yes, I know exactly what you mean, but no. But don't worry, I know what you're trying to say here. I'm trying to be advertiser friendly here, Anyway, guys, it's 9 o'clock. I need to start preparing my food for tomorrow because I'm going to train in burgers. And I'm going to tell you this: if you're having cream of rice, make it cold. Cold cream of rice is a freaking hype, and I'm all over it, especially in this temperature. And anybody who doesn't know, another hype that you have to get on is get yourself a 1.5 liter bottle of water, sticking your aminos in there, put it in the freezer the night before. About an hour before you go training, take it out, let it partially defrost, crush it up a little bit. You have amino slushy. In this temperature, if you're on this part of the hemisphere, drinking amino slushy when it's hot as heck, it's very delicious and it's a very nice way to stay hydrated. So I highly recommend. And if you're wondering what aminos I like, Innova Farm EAAs are the best ones I've tried. I've tried many different ones at the moment. I'm gonna, with what I do, I order quite a lot of different supplement brands. The Innova Farm EAAs are the best. Apple Rancher at that is my favorite. So my mom doesn't understand how anyone would think you look or sound the slightest bit masculine. I don't know. I think it's just one of those things. It's funny, actually. I think it's just because I'm a muscular woman, which I am. And I guess, like, that's, if you're a muscular woman, you're automatically masculine. Which I don't understand. Does that mean that every man that doesn't train and that doesn't have, like, a muscular physique, does that make them feminine? I actually was walking back from the gym the other day, and this guy was just like, "Oh yeah, you're really strong, huh?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm strong." And he's like, "Maybe you're too strong for a woman," but I don't think he meant it like that. I think it was more of a lost in translation thing. And I said, "Maybe you're too weak for a man." And then he laughed, and then I laughed, and I walked on. Anyway, I am gonna go because I want to start prepping my food, and I don't like the live stream for a lot longer. And it looks like my girls need some attention. Do you want to come, Daisy? You want to come? Come on, Daisy. No. Oh no, we're chasing the cat. Well, I'm gonna go now. So that's the update, guys. In terms of what that means with filming, with the Phoenix Rising stopping, that means I do have a bit more spare time. So there will probably be like 2 vlogs a week and 3 reactions. But once I'm in the middle of moving, I'll kind of have to play that by ear. But I will try and update you as much as possible in the community tab if I can't upload. But I'm going to try and go back. Rosie, shh, please. I'm going to go back, try and get back to the schedule of 5 uploads a week. I'll try and do a reaction Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And do vlog videos on Tuesday and Thursday. So I'll do like one kind of like a week video where I'm like filming here and there because I just don't always like. I get a bit bored filming full days of eating and stuff like that because it's like it doesn't change. But I do want to show you what I'm doing. But so I'll do that. I'll do like a weekly vlog, and then I'll also do like a full day of eating, day in the life sort of thing. And I might be working with an editor as well. Potentially, I'll have a talk with the girl soon. And if that works out well, then that's going to be beneficial for me. But I need to see how that works, what the costs are, and all of that. But I potentially have an opportunity to be making more content, but I don't know yet. But that's, pardon me. That was another update that I wanted to update you on. I am going to go now. Thanks a lot for joining. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I'm running a Q&A on my Instagram for a video that I want to film this weekend. So go over to my Instagram, ask questions or make assumptions. And I'll play with makeup on my face. And then we'll go over that. And that's it, really. So members, live stream will be Sunday morning, 8 o'clock my time. Because it's a rest day, so I might as well just do a live stream. I'm going to go because I want to eat some food again. But yeah, thanks a lot for joining. I was going to give you my outro to my videos, but yeah, thanks a lot for joining, and I'll try and do these again at some point. But I don't want to commit to anything. I'll do a live stream when I feel like it because that'll be much better rather than committing to it. But if you want to see me every other week, you join my membership. I do every other week live stream or I do a video. But I am really going to go now. So bye guys, have a nice weekend. And enjoy the Jubilee. I think it's a Jubilee, right? All right, I'm going to shut up now. Bye.